So, upon leaving the castle with your victory fresh on your minds, you return to Miss Franny's to celebrate over a few much-deserved spicy waters. Upon entering the tavern, Miss Franny had to inquire if anyone knew someone by the name of Clearwater.
That
sounds familiar.
I don't get it.
Some of the spicy water's clear.
I'm not inside, am I? I'm still outside, right?
But everyone comes into the tavern.
Oh, everybody's inside?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'll raise my hand.
Excellent. After revealing his identity to her, Miss Franny presents Kenneth with a small, plain-looking white box with a note attached, saying a woman had dropped it off for him earlier, but said she had to leave the city abruptly to deal with some urgent family matters, so she couldn't stay and give it to him herself. She said you would understand, though, Miss Franny said. On the note, from what you can see, written in common, says, "Happy birthday, Kenny. Love, Irene." And inside is a necklace with a silver chain adorned with a black gem pendant. It's a beautiful piece of jewelry and definitely expensive.
It's fake.
I'm gonna sell this shit.
I'm gonna say thank you, Irene, and I'll put it on. I'll tuck it underneath my my shirt, and I'll put the note away.
All right. Anyway, you're hanging out, having a couple drinks, just living life, being content with the fact that you saved some children, although not the children you were specifically looking for. It's a good day. And at the end of all of your night, you eventually all retire up to your rooms for the night, taking a long rest and recuperating.
Okay. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was asleep for probably 80% of last session.
Indeed you were.
The cave that we went to was nowhere near the one that I found, correct?
Right, exact opposite. The cave you found the children in was on the east end in the unnamed forest.
Right, and we went on the west side.
Yes, Tanzin's forest is the one to the west.
Right, okay, cool. I remember now.
Alright, everybody recuperates, you get all of your hit points back, you get all of that. Lovely. Whee! Wonderful. Upon waking up the next morning and coming down the stairs to enter the tavern, Miss Franny waves you all over and sets a scroll of parchment embossed with the royal seal in blue wax in front of you. Breaking the seal and unfurling the scroll, it reads as a summons from Queen Helle, requesting your presence at the temple. Helle explains that in the scroll that Hinna, the oldest child you rescued, had a vision from the goddess Erathis in the night and was sent to the temple to work with the clerics of Erathis to try and understand what she saw. Your instructions are to go to the temple and gather as much information about the situation as you can in her stead, as Helle will be busy trying to divine the whereabouts of her other scouting party, which left for Letha 2 days ago and hadn't been seen at the crossroads, which is a halfway point between Durak and both Letha and Roseby. So, would you like to dick around, or would you like to go to the temple?
Probably go to the temple.
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 We've done been summoned.
Gang, motherfuckers.
We did
right.
some buying shit.
Yes. Right, so, going up the large marble staircase that leads into the Temple of Erathis, you see as you walk in about a dozen alcoves or so that line the walls of the temple, a few clerics appearing, assessing you with only a hint of surprise betrayed in their eyes. The tallest one, a lithe elven woman in a long blue robe, takes a step towards you, greeting you with, "Ah, we've been expecting you. Please, come in." With her voice ringing in your ears, you look up and take the details in of the architecture, with carved pillars with scrolled edges, the iconography of a double-bladed axe, and the scales adorning various walls in gold and silver paint. At the far end of the temple, you take in a large marble pair of statues of two beings. The first, an athletically built woman sitting upon a throne of pillars, her face obscured by a hood, but her posture insinuating divinity and importance, accentuated by her full plate armor. The second figure stands over the first's left shoulder, a hand outstretched to rest on the first shoulder plate. The second woman's presentation is much more free than her counterparts, her wild mane of hair entwined with leaves and vines obscuring her face as well. Her body is full and voluptuous, her curves accentuated by the single slip dress that adorns her physique wrapped in vines. One of the clerics notices you staring and pipes up, "That's Erathis, the Lawbearer." She gestures at the sitting warrior. "And that is Melora, the Wildmother." She gestures to the standing matron. "It is said that humans are all born of their union. For through their passionate love, they created humans as the third race of Exandria. They granted humans passionate hearts, but also blessed them with the chaos that fuels their ambitions, mirth, and curiosity." The cleric simply beams, mainly to herself. She's a young human in her late teens, early 20s. With mousy brown hair, she is tied up in a bun and a peppering of freckles across her hooked nose. She turns towards the tall elven woman expectantly, then with a single nod of approval, the mousy cleric's toothy grin widens as she wanders away into the far distant room between the statues. She tries so hard, but she hasn't got a clue. The poor girl has that nose shoved so far up a book sometimes that she forgets to look at what's unfolding right around her. The tall woman pinches the bridge of her own nose before sighing deeply. What Elva fails to notice is that the world is slowly descending into chaos. The delicate balance between civilization and nature has been rattling really recently with all the disappearances. The goddesses are in a very tumultuous relationship when it comes to their two worlds. As long as they can exist harmoniously, everything is fine. But once their opposing domains become disharmonious, their furiosity manifests as natural disasters that threaten everything. That is where we are now, at the crux of chaos. In a cruel way, it's all a very brilliant plan. How better to disrupt the order of things than by taking what is most precious to the masses? How better to rob people of their pride than to steal what brings them joy? How better to break the moral character of a people than by making them hopeless and desperate? As you know, desperate people do desperate things. The High Priestess only shakes her head sadly. It's not just the parents that are affected. We clerics miss the children as well. They used to play here, and now it's so quiet. My order of clerics has been calling upon Erathis for guidance since last week when we received word from our counterparts in Letha that all 3 of their children had gone missing. Druids of Melora and clerics of Erathis have long worked together to help maintain harmony between civilization and nature. That is especially true here in Durak. The late king, Amand, goddess rest his soul, was a devout follower of the Lawbearer, and he strived to make this kingdom a fair and just place for all to be welcomed with equity. He made programs within the city to help wayward or persecuted people leave their past behind and start a new life here. He gave everyone who was accused of a crime the justice they deserved, based on their intentions behind the actions. He did his best to make sure no one faced desperate times or dire circumstances within the city walls and beyond. Once he fell in love and married Queen Helle, things all fell into place. Helle is a druidic sorceress, originally from Ethril, as is Queen Lenya. Upon hearing of all the good things Amand was doing to better the lives of his people, Helle traveled here to see if she and her druids of Melora could be of service, as Helle's always been the optimistic, idealistic one of the sisters. It wasn't long before the king and queen had those statues in this temple erected to symbolize the harmony they built here, and once the royal twins were born, the high priestess seems lost in her 1,000-yard stare just for a moment before shaking her head. I'm sorry, you came here with a task. You're supposed to hear about the vision. I'm getting lost. Hang on. Shakes her head a little bit more to try and recall. That's when we switch pages. Cover all the things we were supposed to do last time.
Need a turn page.
Yeah, right?
Page turner.
We got it. We're good. All right. In shook the entire time she told us of her vision, but she's strong, that one. She said that in her vision, the two goddesses stand side by side holding hands, but a large black serpent begins to snake its way up Melora's leg. She starts to kick at it, thrashing to try and get free, but Erathis holds Melora's hand, unmoving, unflinching, speaking unknown words in a soothing manner. The more Melora thrashes, the higher the black snake coils, Erathis letting go of Melora's hand and facing away towards a glittering city. Higher the snake coils, squeezing hot and desperate tears from Melora's eyes. She opens her mouth to scream, but her lungs can't fill with air. Erathis turns from her shining city back to Melora, only to finally see her desperation and come to her aid. With her back turned to her city, Erathis cuts Melora free from the snake, which falls to her feet. But as Melora is gasping for air, rage sets itself ablaze in her eyes, and with her attention set upon the city, it goes up in flames. Screaming, so much screaming from the city, but drowned out entirely by the fury between the two goddesses, who begin fighting, two juggernauts locked in eternal struggle. As they preoccupy themselves, another black snake begins to coil around the burning city, devouring everything and everyone in its path, growing larger and larger with each person it consumes, until finally, with the two goddesses exhausted and battered from fighting each other, the snake sets its sights on the two limp bodies and begins to swallow them whole. Rasha, the High Cleric, stops for a moment. That much is understandable, as the lore between Erathis and Melora goes. But Hinna's vision doesn't stop there. She says, once the snake swallows both goddesses, he is transformed into a cloaked man with an evil grin and a forked tongue, but with a hood that obscures his eyes. He walked to the top of a burning temple and made a throne of char and ash, grinning all the while. He then summoned a pit of serpents, writhing and hissing until he ordered them out of the pit, out of the darkness, and instructed them to consume everything in their path, to leave no one alive. The snakes slithered into the world, pythons and boas constricting the light from common people, while the vipers and cobras used their venom to take the lives of nobles and royalty. Hinna apparently watched helplessly as snakes transformed into humans and walked on two legs, but had snake-like features, scaled patches of skin, and vertical slitted eyes, and forked tongues. These humanoids then began stealing children from their cribs and off front porches, and turning them into snake people. Hinna watched as the snake children burned down temples to Erathis and Melora, watched as they burned cities loyal to the goddess to the ground, watched as they burned whole forests down, watched as the snake children murdered their own families and consumed their corpses. It was only then that Hinna heard Erathis' warning. This future must be stopped at all costs. Go and tell my clerics what you have seen. Zahir wishes to pit instinct against intellect, to bring this world to its knees, so that he may return and reign over the groveling masses. Be wary of snakes, she warned. Some have forked tongues, but walked upright on two legs.
That doesn't sound
really
good.
like snake.
That was quite bad, in fact.
I'd like to lean over to the man with the axe, my buddy Overlow. I go, we just walked into the fucking room. What was all that?
It's a very heavy day, man. She's got elven hearing.
It was going to be a little bit more grandiose, but we didn't go to the fucking temple.
You did. You were there for 5 seconds and went, nah, fuck this shit. I'm out.
I don't remember any of this.
It's because she was talking, and I walked out.
Yep, just left. He's like, we're gonna go kill things. Goodbye. And so I had to rewrite all my shit to be like, you need to know what you're doing and why you're doing it. Cool. Let me rewrite this whole thing. We're having a great time.
My guy had a really hard time keeping an attention span, let me tell you.
Yes. But in that moment, there's a weird purple pool right at the front of the temple that then bursts into extensive light, blinding all of you temporarily, and when you turn back, there's a giant snake in front of you, and everyone,
I rush into attack.
roll initiative.
Is it purple snake?
Hey!
Is the snake purple?
22.
Purple snake.
I nat 20 that shit.
That's not the right.
Hey,
Gang,
Tim.
motherfucker.
Hey,
Oh,
what?
I got a nat 1, which
Oh,
means
shit.
I got 5.
What?
Or does it say 1?
22.
Oh,
Yeah, what's your initiative mod?
Plus 4.
Okay, so
So
5.
1 up to. Eee.
I got an 11.
I get so much to my initiative, and I still roll.
Both these Goliaths about to throw some hands.
Gang, motherfucker.
I got a 22. Let's go!
Alright,
He's
Okay,
ready.
got
Oh, yeah.
that.
Just
I'm gonna
click
roll for Mike, because you're gonna need him.
Nah.
21.
And
Damn.
for the snake. Oh, the snake got a nat 20. Goddamn.
I was trying to wait for a second where I could pipe in. Last night I would have observed the necklace that I got.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the one that we talked about?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you check your messages?
Did
I'll
you
check
send
that
me a
as a-
personal message?
Yes, you should check.
Ah.
Well, you should check your messages.
Oh, hey, there's Lori.
Oh, hey, look at that.
It's like I did research for you. Right, everyone.
You didn't wanna.
DeForest, what did you roll?
21.
Okay,
21.
excellent. All right, cool. We'll do that. Got everyone. Got Emron. Excellent. All right,
I would like to
Just
follow
filling in
the
the back.
instructions that I totally read last night.
totally. Okay, sounds great. All right. Christopher in real life, please pull up the map.
Oh, across the room. Oh.
I made a map, guys.
Neato.
I'm assuming it's the small one.
Yes, it is the small
Okay.
one.
We are inside of a building.
Well, yes, but I mean, it could be a big building. I don't know. Anyways,
That's fair.
hold on.
That's totally fair.
Bruh.
What was that beep?
My stuff.
Oh, okay.
Not that.
Beep, beep, motherfucker.
That didn't do what I wanted to do.
Where'd he go? He's gone. Vanished into thin air. There he is.
He got it.
I need to go into my computer. I was on my phone.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Stop clicking on that, damn it.
He's like, can you Photoshop this so that we can, like, do the thing? I'm like, great, wonderful. Do it for me. Wonderful. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all ready for this? Alright. We got tokens and shit. Would you like to reveal? I mainly put the screens there, because y'all are in there, so that you wouldn't know what you were fighting. So you can move those now.
What?
We're gonna put everybody in the room.
I'm on the left side of the chamber.
Are you?
Yes.
Yeah, pick where you want to be.
Like over here.
Sure.
It'd be kind of opposite of Kenneth. Maybe a little further forwards.
I'm fine with being in the back, especially with the low initiative.
I want to be as close as possible.
Right up on
Well,
that
we
fucker.
were talking to her. I mean, or it, I suppose, or whatever it was.
Is it purple?
Tim, quit beeping.
Fuck you.
All right.
That's
And
all-
that's my Goliath talk beep.
Beep beep. All right.
Dude.
Arillo is first.
There are no stops on the murder train. Choo
Ah.
choo, motherfucker.
Run right up on it if I'm not already at it. Enrage automatically. Just fuck this bitch. And I swing.
All right.
Let's see what I do. That's not the one I want to do. This. Does a 24 hit?
Yes. Roll
Cool.
damage.
Damage. 9 plus 6, 15 damage.
15. All right.
Wait, hold on. You get advantage strength.
At this point, you get a +2 for strength, so it'd be.
So 17 then.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
That's what I was trying to figure out if it was damage or what.
Arillo, just seeing this giant monstrosity, goes, "Oh, fuck this," and runs up on the stick, knocks out stretch, and just swings like a mother, slicing a solid slash down the fold of the body. The thing with a giant they say it's poisonous, it's venomous. I'm very angry about this. I will be mad about this in real life forever because it's incorrect. But anyway, the giant venomous snake kind of reels back, jerking its head very much almost into the wall behind it, just because it's like, what the fuck? I wasn't expecting that. But is definitely not feeling great.
Die.
Yeah, in 5e they put poison and venom under the same category.
It's like, if you want to say that they're the same, great, but like, anatomically, scientifically, it's wrong.
It is. I will agree with you.
All right, Verdwald, you are up.
I am going to just go for. I guess I'll get close to him and hit him with. Can I double strike my hammer yet, or no? I don't remember if we discussed this or not. 2-weapon fighting, but they weren't light weapons.
I would say it's one hit with 2 objects.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I will just swing.
All right.
Just taking a swing. Let's see. Does... Hold on. What the fuck? Stop. Sorry, my app's going fucking berserk here.
Gotta go berserk.
Get crazy.
Does... 19?
19 does hit. Roll for damage.
4 plus.
Tim, you're whatever you're watching is coming through.
I'm not watching anything.
12?
I hear noises.
12? All right.
Dropped it down.
Excellent. DeForest, you are up.
Okay. Well, let's see, what do I have? I guess I'm gonna just poke it with my spear.
All right.
What's the range on your spear? Do you have to move closer to him?
Do I need to move closer? It's 5 feet.
So you could be, probably there.
Okay.
Yes, I'm definitely going to be working on getting music and sound effects for battles and shit, because that would make this so much more epic.
That's
was
what I was kind of
It was
doing.
an unnatural 20, so I rolled 14 and it's +6.
All right, roll for damage.
Piercing. There's 2 different options since it's probably simple and thrown. I don't remember if it's 1d6 or 1d8. But both are an option.
Stabbing it would be a 1d8 versus like throwing it would be a 1d6.
Okay.
So depending on how you want to use it, while you're figuring that out. So Verdwall comes up and is like, well, I'm usually a bard, but puts
Plus,
his men
plus
in the
2
back,
to
takes
plus-
out his fucking hammers and is like, alright, I'm gonna hit that shit in the head, and comes up and just jumps with ridiculous vertical height because of how strong his legs are, just being a Goliath, and brings it down on his head and just whack!
Bop that bitch.
The D8
plus-
is if you're two-handing it because it's versatile, I think.
Talking to me?
No, he's talking to DeForest.
Okay.
So if you're you have to specify whether or not you're two-handing your spear.
Oh, I guess I'm two-handing the spear.
Okay.
Alright.
So that'd be the 1d8, I assume?
That would be the 1D8, yes.
2 attack to that last one. I forgot to have my proficiency.
Okay,
bonus.
that's 11 damage.
11 damage, alright. It is now the snake's turn. And let's see.
Hit me, bitch.
It's gonna go in order, so one for Arillo. Does a 18 hit?
It does.
Alright. That'd be 12 points damage.
Okay.
That'd be poison damage, specifically. You are not quite poisoned yet, but you're not feeling great. You can make a DC 11 con save if you would like.
Rage doesn't do the half thing, does it yet? Is that something you gain later?
No, that's just a base feature for
Half physical
slashing,
damage.
piercing, and bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, so not poison.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just poison damage?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm making a con save
Yes.
of what?
It has
11.
to be 11.
I got a 14.
Alright, excellent. So, it goes to bite at you, but you got really thick skin, and it has a second, and it's like, alright. Takes its fangs out and just kind of shakes its head. It's like, you know what? No, I don't like you. It goes for the other Goliath. It's like, maybe I'll have more chance with you.
And I take how much damage?
That would be 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Yes. You rolled pretty well. It was 3d6. Like, plus 10. We're not going to do that. No, that's too much. Anyway. Goes to strike again, because it has double strike at Verdwald. 4. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Alright. So it goes to strike at the other Goliath, being like, maybe this will be a better idea. And just misses. You smacked it really good in the head earlier, and it's a little discombobulated, honestly. It's almost cartoonish, with its eyes being all spirally. And that will end its turn. Next, we have Emron, who is going to crit fail. So I'm going to say no. So he's
He
going to
moves
try
one
running up
space
to help.
back.
No, it's like he's going to try and run up and just falls on his face. Like halfway there. Just can't do it. Little legs get stuck. All right. Kenneth, you are up.
I am going to try, if I got the movement speed, rush up onto the other side of Arillo, in between him and the wall.
So what's your movement?
30.
Oh yeah, you can be like right here. That's
Sweet. And I am going to attack it with my rapier.
All right.
Alrighty, let's see. I hope this hits, because if it does, I get sneak attack. That's a 16 to hit.
That does hit.
Hell yeah. Sneak attack! So it's 9 base plus the sneak attack, 5, for a total of 14 points of piercing damage.
All right.
Oh, yeah!
So the snake sees this small dwarven man running at it and kind of focuses, cocking its head almost canine-like, to see the thing splatter on the floor, only to be completely taken off guard as Kenneth runs up and just jabs his fucking rapier into the hide of this creature. It roars back, flails around a little bit. If it had arms, it would flap it a little bit, and just makes a curdling noise unlike anything you've ever heard. It sounds draconic, honestly, just horrible. But he's not doing great. He's still still kicking, and he's angry. But he's there. Chance, you are next.
Is there any way I could like sneak up on it since or whatever I have the 30 feet of movement speed and
You could go in between like DeForest and go to the right side of him. That's totally fine.
This you could probably hit here.
yeah, okay. And then so like I got stealth, rapier hit or whatever. So what do I have to do for that?
So roll a d20 first to see if you hit.
Okay, for the weapon.
Yep. I'm gonna see if you beat its armor's class.
26, nat 20 with a plus 6.
Oh, definitely hits. Okay, and then roll again for damage.
Just 1 point of damage.
Yeah, I think that'll hit.
Yeah, 1 plus 5 plus 4 is 10, and then I got
The D.
Stealth
You get to roll
attack,
an extra
whatever.
D6 as well.
which
Yeah,
is-
because you
2. Yeah. 12.
12.
Yeah, so total
roll
of
another
12 damage.
D6.
What?
You
Oh, no.
crit. You get to double sneak attack damage as well.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
How do I get the fuck up? Side maze. Okay, a 5, so 17 total.
17.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, definitely thrashing around, not having a good time. This snake is pissed, but it's blind raged right now. So, Chance, just coming out of the corner, sneaks up against the side of the pillars, being completely unnoticed, and just jabs the thing in the throat. It's having a very bad day. It didn't know it was going to be coming here, but here it is, living a horrible life.
Not much of one left.
Not, yeah, he's still got a good amount. This is a giant poisonous snake, so he's hefty.
Is there a way I can use my cunning action or whatever to go back to stealth or whatever? Since I have
You
that.
could try, however, it has
Yeah.
noticed now, so it won't be
Okay.
like, it's got eyes on you.
Alright.
Alright, Arillo, you are next.
Stabbed it in the throat. It's kind of paying attention.
Yeah,
No,
it's
no,
pissed.
no.
You said me now?
Yes.
Alright, we're gonna try to swing again.
Alright,
It's a roll, that's a 23 to hit.
alright.
And that's a 9. Does that?
Yes, it adds everything.
Okay, and but not my
Well, not
rage
the
damage.
not your rage damage.
So 11.
11, alright, sounds good. So, it's bleeding out of a lot of orifices right now. Some are freshly made. It's not great. So it's turning over to Chance on the right side. It's not paying attention as Arillo comes through, and with his axe again, just swipes clean across his body. You'd think that with this amount of effort that it would cleave it in half, but this snake has very tough hide. So, it does leave a big gash down the length of its body. It's just getting more pissed, not having a good time.
Good.
But oof, it is bloody. Everything is bloody. It matches the carpets.
Oh, it's about time I got to hit something like this.
Alright, Verdwald, you are up.
I am going to go ahead and once again swing.
Alright?
Does 13. Probably not.
13 does not hit.
Okay. I am going to use my movement to back up about a square.
Alright.
And then I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration as my bonus on DeForest.
Right?
Oh, thank you.
1d6 to whatever you want.
Okay.
Alright. Excellent. So, Arillo went through and has this thing thrashing, so as a point of opportunity, Verdwald is like, yeah, I'm definitely going to be able to hit this. But as it takes the hammers to go at it, just completely misses and swings around. Completely missing. So in an act of self-preservation, because although he's a Goliath, he's not stupid, turns around and just backs up just a little
Fuck you.
bit. You're welcome. Anyway, DeForest, you are up.
I'm thinking I'm gonna poke it again.
All right, poke it again.
The 1d6, is that to the damage or?
It's not to the damage. You can use it on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Okay, well, then I guess I'm going to do it on... Can I save it? Or is
Yes.
it like
You
I have
do
to use
not
it?
have to use it right away. You can save
Okay.
it for something.
Well, then I will save it for now.
And so you do have to use it before you know whether the roll succeeds or fails. What the fuck?
Didn't need it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's good. I'm good. It's fine.
All right.
What was the damage? What did I roll for damage
You
last
rolled
time?
a 25 to hit. It was
No,
a
no,
D8 for damage.
Two-handing it, it's the D8.
Okay, thank you. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage? Alright. So, as Verdwald is walking back just a little bit to get out of range, DeForest is like, well, point of opportunity, and just takes the spear and jabs it into the body, creating yet another hole in this creature's body. There's just blood pouring out of everywhere.
More holes!
Make more holes. Alright. Not doing great. He's still alive. He's still kicking. Still got a ways to go, but we're doing alright. However, it is the snake's turn.
Ooh.
You gonna try again there, big guy?
Alright. We're gonna go at chance this time because sneak attack motherfucker got me in the throat and I'm pissed about it. Does a 16 hit you?
Yeah.
Alright. You are going to take
What?
12 points of poison damage.
Okay. And then
So-
a con save or whatever.
Say what?
I gotta do a con save or something, or
Well, your hit points are 19, so
I'm just down.
not quite down, but you're not feeling great.
What's your hit points?
19.
Yeah, you've still got health.
Yep, you're doing alright. You're not incapacitated, you got a little bit, but I would
Ouchie.
definitely move when you have a chance. So,
Mhm,
this
that's-
snake, getting poked full of holes, is pissed, and assesses all of the damage that's been done to its very long, girthy body, and goes, you know what? That one. And clamps down on your body, taking most of your body into its mouth because of how large it is. And you feel thickness writhe through your body. It's hot. It's nauseating. You feel very disoriented, so you're gonna step back a little bit to try and get away from it. I would move a little bit just as a reaction. Wrong one.
Boom, I'm sorry, I missed.
Chance.
Oh,
Yeah.
To move behind the pillow. A little bit of cover might do you some good. Alright.
Mhm.
Emron.
crit fail.
Could fail again.
Close enough, you got a 7. That's not gonna happen. So again, Emron runs up to try and help with something and just falls on his fucking face. He's
I'm
not
just
having a
gonna
great
pat him
time.
on the back. It's
Honestly,
okay.
he fucking needs it right now.
You
He's
should have
not
given
doing-
him the bardic inspiration.
I don't know if it would have been enough, guys. Alright, Kenneth, you are up.
Alrighty. I am going to poke him again.
Alright.
And I don't know if our other rogue friend is aware, but sneak attack means we have to either be hidden or have
attack of opportunity.
advantage
Yeah.
or have another enemy of the target within melee range. So as long as one of our allies is within melee range, we
Yeah,
can
well-
still get sneak attack.
Well, yeah, because you're supposed to get advantage, aren't you? Since you got teammates nearby, or whatever.
You don't get advantage, but you can get sneak attack as long as they're within range.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to stab him again with my rapier.
Alright, go ahead.
That is a 21 to hit.
21 definitely hits.
Yay!
Stab that fucker.
That is a total of 10 points of piercing damage. And
Right.
then I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage
Alright,
and step back about 10 feet.
alright.
Like here or here?
Straight back to the wall. Thank you.
Alright, so,
That's my turn.
Kenneth, seeing space open, goes, all right, fuck it, and comes up around the corner, being inconspicuous as he can be, and holding it with a little bit of finesse, just jams his rapier back into the animal. Blood already coating it, just recoating it. Again, it's not doing great, but it's still kicking. You're like, why the fuck won't you die? But backs up. Do your self-preservation. And Chance, you are up.
So I'm gonna try to stab it again with I guess sneak attack and everything. And then after that I'm gonna use my cunning action to disengage and fuck off. But yeah, that's usually what I'm gonna do on things.
That's fine.
Right.
Round the pillar.
I have 12 to hit. I got
12 does not hit.
Yeah. Right,
So
and I just fuck off, yeah.
Seeing
Miss and leave.
Seeing Kenneth go and cause some damage, he's like, as a rogue, I should be able to do this, and comes up to make his way around the pillar, but you're a little bit too close, and so as you take out your weapon, your elbow just smacks against the pillar, and you drop it. You're like, oh fuck, I hit my funny bone. So your arm is not doing great. You're also a little wobbly because you take a lot of damage, a little bit poisoned, not having a great day. So definitely disengaging would be for your best interest. Back up to the top, we have Orillo.
22 to hit.
22 hits.
13 damage.
All right.
And I just swing away, hoping to take a chunk out where I'm in, around the same two spots I've hit him before. Just hoping to take a big chunk out of his skin.
All right.
His hide.
So,
like you're kind of like wood cutting a tree. You know how I was cutting down trees? I was practicing earlier when I was cutting down trees. I'm just here. All right, time to use it on here.
It's my time to shine. I'm living my dream as a lumberjack.
Lumberjack.
So, going with that, seeing that Chance is not doing too great and trying to draw more attention as a very large figure, Orilla just says, fuck it. I feel like a lumberjack today. And just takes 2 real good hits to try and kind of carve out a good chunk of this creature, which he does. Blood just pooling on the floor. The creature is writhing, having a horrendous time.
I'm having a fantastic time.
Still not dead, but yeah, exactly. He's just, fuck this shit. I didn't want to be here. I'm here. I'm just not a god. All right. Verdwald, you are up.
Okay, so I am going to use Healing Word on Chance.
Okay.
Or cast it, and it gives you 1d4 plus 3, which is 4 health back. And then I am also going to cast, again, Bardic Inspiration, but this time on Orillo.
All right.
Ooh.
And I am going to end my turn.
All right.
Okay.
Excellent. So, being a bard and not usually in the lines, like I took my hit. I'm good. Stands back just a little bit, looking at Chance, like, oh buddy, I got you. Says a little prayer. Chance
make a little dance.
Make a little dance, as you do. Tap dance a little bit, river dancing. Chance feels a little bit better. It's not nearly as nauseating. Some of the heat goes away, so he's not just writhing with a fever. He's still hurt, but definitely not close to the brink of death. So he's feeling good. He's gonna exhale a little bit and lean against the pillar and be like, oh, fuck this shit.
I'm gonna use my movement speed and just go ahead and put my hand on his shoulder and say, yep, it's rough, buddy. And then
it's rough, my guy.
I swear.
All right. DeForest, you are up.
All right. Well, I'm the only one real close to the snake now.
I'm still next to him.
Well, okay, but then I gonna stab him again.
All right, stab him again.
That's what I got. I could stab him or I could stab him.
You do have spells that you can use if you would like.
Nah, fuck that.
All right.
Hit him with my stick.
All right, hit him with your stick.
Unnatural 20 to hit.
All right, that definitely hits.
And 6 points of damage.
All right.
Just repeatedly poking the same spot. Hulk!
Slowly getting deeper every time.
Same hole.
Yeah.
Snake is... He's not good. He's not quite dead yet, but he is... If snakes could breathe in a labored way, he definitely is.
Hey, Chris. Yep, I was just messaging you.
All right. So, stabbing that same hole, just slowly getting deeper, not doing a ton of damage, but just enough that just waterfalls of blood. The entire floor at this point is just covered in red. There's no way they're going to get this out of the grout. Some cleanup crew is going to be very pissed later. But we are now to the snake.
This is the temple.
This is the temple. All right. And
smells like iron.
DeForest does a 17 hit.
Yeah.
All right. That is going to be... That's cocked. We're doing it again. Hit. Oh, cool. That's 18 points of damage.
Oh, that's... Okay.
Oh, no.
1 hit point left.
Just vomiting blood. More blood.
So, there's just lots of blood mingling. There's cold-blooded, there's warm-blooded. It's all on the floor. The snake goes forward, just screams, and takes its entire head and wraps it around DeForest's body, completely encasing it for a second. DeForest, feeling not only being punctured by 100 very sharp fangs, but also now writhing with poison, starts coughing up blood themselves. It's a very bad day. Probably stumbling back a little bit, if their legs will work. Emron. Ooh, we got a 20. Alright, gang. At least he's doing something, finally.
Yay.
Alright. We're going to... Where is it? Is Spare the Dying for the Dead?
Spare the Dying, it prevents someone from making death saving throws.
Which I don't think anybody's quite at yet.
No.
Yes.
No,
However, it is useful to keep on hand.
Alright, we're gonna use Healing Word then to help DeForest out, because looks over and is like, God damn, you're having a bad day.
Oh, yeah.
And you are going to get 5 hit points back.
Woohoo!
Yeah, that's hers.
Alright, we are to Kenneth.
Okay. I'm going to swoop in, stab it, and swoop out.
Alright.
Alrighty. Swing it with the rapier. I got a 17 to hit.
17 does hit.
Cool. It's 8 plus 3. 11 points of piercing damage.
Alright. So, upon seeing that the snake is very distracted with this half-orc just not doing the best, Emron comes forward, reaches out his hand, and just says something in Dwarvish that none of you really understand. But DeForest doesn't seem as green and gray anymore.
Well,
the color returns
slightly
back.
less.
Not your natural coloring. A very, very pale, very unsettling color, then flushes out of your body. Your cheeks flush back a little bit. You don't look nearly as corpse-like. Where Kenneth comes up, seeing the snake kind of distracted by that display of healing, comes up and just jabs him in the neck, straight through. The thing is not having a good day. I don't know why I keep repeating that, but we're going to keep going with it. Straight through the mandible of this creature, straight through the gums. It takes a second, but jabs straight through and pulls down as the jaw dislocates. It's twitching. It's on the verge of death. It just needs one good blow and chance. You are up.
Woohoo!
God.
Hopefully I don't miss this fucking thing. No, God. With the words of motivation I've got from Bird, I will, I'll try to stab it with the rapier after he poked me in the back. Ooh, 15.
15 hits.
Okay. And then
Finish it.
piercing. 6, and then since can be sneak, I guess another 4. Alright. So 10 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Try to decapitate it, but if it's too thick to decapitate with, since it's a rapier, just slit its throat and drag down its
Nah,
body.
baby boy, you get the killing blow. You get to tell me how you want to kill it.
I don't know, man. Just
cut that fucker's head off. We can do that.
Yeah,
Gotta
that's
do
what I
that
meant,
with a rapier somehow.
Well, that's what I meant, jump on the back of it with the rapier and impale it through its head, and then just
Harry Potter style?
twist it to the side, yeah.
All right,
Not
sounds great.
Yeah, sure.
So, Chance, coming out like a bat out of hell, just races light-footed up this fucking snake's length, gets to the top of its neck, right by its head, takes his rapier, jams it into his head, and just slides back, separating the snake into 2 pieces as it just pools into itself and collapses, the light leaving its eyes as its tongue flops out of its mouth, and it ceases its life.
Nice.
Ooh.
Excellent. That was wonderful. Now, all of the clerics that were chilling in the temple come out of their hiding spots, looking very pale amongst all of them, and looks at all of you, assesses which ones aren't doing so hot, and casts various levels of healing word to bring you back up to your full health. As a thank you. For whatever reason, none of them decided to fight, either because they're cowards or they were afraid.
Maybe they don't really have offensive spell work.
Either way. So, Rasha, which was the high cleric, comes out breathing hard for no reason. Definitely worry, although she did nothing to help.
What a bitch.
The fear is very painted clearly on her face. You're pretty sure that she's some version of a coward, but that's okay. You took care of the problem, but now she looks to the floor in disappointment, probably because she will be helping to clean up this mess. All of the clerics go through and begin picking up various pieces of this severed serpent.
We took care of it for you.
One comes through with a broom, and Squeegee just starts going at the floor. This is gonna take me all day. I just waxed these floors. Where did it even come from? Everyone kind of looks around like,
snake.
I don't fucking know, man.
You tell
Didn't
me.
know you could swear in the temple. I fucking can now.
Can anybody do an Arcana check?
No.
I will. I won't do well, but I'll do it.
Do an Arcana check.
Oh, I guess I natural 20 that.
Goddamn! Doubting their own skills, DeForest goes up and waves their hands over, not really knowing, but doing everything on instinct, and realizes this snake was conjured here, obviously for malicious purposes, but that it's someone's minion, or was someone's minion, until you took care of it. And the lingering arcana on this corpse definitely tells you that it was brought here from very close by. Other than that, you're not really sure what to make of anything else that you understand, because you're not well versed in arcana, but The snake was brought here intentionally by someone at this moment to fuck with all of you.
The snake was summoned from nearby.
Yes.
That's all I can really tell.
In this moment, you're going to see a particular cleric out of all of them come forward. She's curvy, average-sized, in full armor that walks from a corner, stopping in their tracks, their eyes whiting over, their posture stiffening, and in a voice that seems celestial, otherworldly, she points a finger at Emron and says, "You, cleric, you are not one of mine, but you are important. You soon will be in danger, but trust in your friends and you will survive, lest you succumb to the hostile darkness. Be emotionally prepared to discover something great and powerful, and be forced to leave it behind. Only then will your friends survive." In that moment, the cleric's body turns to DeForest and says, "Young vagabond, heed my advice. Listen to the animals. They see much more than humanoids ever do. No one hides what they're doing from the owl perched in the tree, nor the fox in their den. When you are lost or hopeless, ask those who know what to look for." And turning again, this time saying to no one in particular, "The wrath of our goddess is coming. Her might will be unstoppable." In this moment, her face is kind of distorting, the white in her eyes clearing, talking as herself and celestial at the same time. Her might will be unstoppable. It's an unstoppable force, and the Lawbearer is the immovable object, and we shall all witness what happens when juggernauts collide. Her eyes go clear. She shakes her head. Takes a second to orient themselves. Blinks slowly once, twice, thrice, and then her posture relaxes. She groans audibly before hollering at the giant statue. "I hate when you do that! Wouldn't it be easier to just put the words in my head and let me say them for once? Huh? Instead of using me like a puppet? Fuck, now my neck hurts."
What's
and walks
wrong with
away.
her?
She wanders away. Rasha kind of looks at you and is like, "She's blessed with the sight of the clerics."
I was just saying,
Erathis,
I have sight, I have eyes.
Erathis speaks through her occasionally. Erathis cannot come to this plane, but speaks through humanoids she deems worthy. Unfortunately, Musa was blessed with that. That is why she is here. But I would heed her warnings. They're almost always true.
Sounds uncomfortable.
In this moment, a messenger comes running up, breathless, heaving, holding a scroll. I just came. Fuck, give me a second. Dying, absolutely dying, before taking the scroll and just handing it out for one of you.
I'll grab it.
What? No.
As you open the scroll, there's another message from Queen Helle saying, "We have found parts of the bodies of the other scouting party just beyond the boundaries of the crossroads. It's unlike anything we've seen, and the Rangers of Letha don't know what happened to the rest of them. But something ate them with intent.
Was it a snake?
I would like you to go to that region to see if you can find what they were carrying. It is important."
Nah, fuck that shit.
That sounds like a good place to go. I
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Right. The day is yours. What would you like to do?
We see.
Go ahead.
No, you first.
I'm gonna start helping carry the body of this snake out.
Yeah.
Wherever they need me to take it, but I imagine they don't want it here.
You just
Excellent.
pick it up.
Yeah, can I just pick it up, throw it over my fucking shoulder?
All right. As it's kind of bleeding all over you, but you are strong enough to carry this monstrosity, though the end of it definitely is dragging a trail of blood behind you, which you don't really care about. You're just going to get the thing out. You all advance to level 3.
Ooh.
Yay!
Forget, man.
I'm going to need them hit points, my guy.
I feel funny.
More power!
I feel like I almost died.
It's gonna get really interesting now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
We gain a long rest with the level up, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So.
I feel stronger, but I feel weird.
Excellent. All right. Well, with that, I say we take like a 5-10 minute break, and we will come back because you gotta hit some more shit in a bit.
Nice.
Stretch, get drinks, go pee, take some caffeine if you're Trevor so that you don't fall asleep.
I've been in and out of sleep for the last 20 minutes at least.
Damn it, boy.
Or
Let's go make coffee, Trevor.
Go make
That's not
coffee.
gonna help. It's just gonna put me to sleep.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's
Caffeine
kind of
never
how
does
it
that.
I
usually
know what
works.
80 does. I understand.
Coffee. You know, even though we know that is what happens, we
It's
still drink
very
excessive
tasty.
amounts of caffeine.
It's a stimulant.
Yeah.
Early in the morning, it's a good thing because it brightens you up. But later in the day, when your brain is all chaotic and erratic, it's that level line that brings you down into normal. When you hit normal, you're bored.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you're bored, you like to sleep.
so in the level up thing, there's the archetypes, but they only have one archetype, which is thief. For
Oh, I suppose I should maybe
Oh,
do
you
that.
did. Yeah, you only have certain things when you have.
I didn't catch that. I was letting Thor out. That was mainly the big reason. It wasn't for you guys. It was that he was going, please, I need to be outside now. I'm like, okay, buddy.
I was
Yes.
saying that
D&D
What-
Beyond only has so many available.
Mhm.
For the base sets, you have to purchase source books. However, if someone with I think you need a master tier subscription. If they have source books, they can share that content via a campaign with the players in the campaign, up to a certain number of campaigns and a certain number of players per campaign.
I'm assuming you can't share yours in here.
I cannot share my stuff with this campaign.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Yes, no.
so I only got that option, or is there a way you can put your own things in, like you have the other class, the abilities and stuff?
I mean, I wonder.
But
Yeah, I think you might only be able to do that right now. Unless you can go when you go to the marketplace. What you can do is you can select a book, just click on one, and you can actually if you care to, or if you really want to play a specific one, you can buy just that specific subclass. And they're typically $2 instead of buying the entire book, which is $30 typically. That is an option if that's what you want to do. If you really want to play just the one thing.
no,
I didn't think
just
so.
I just wanted to have a different option, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could go through and just look and see what there are.
Yeah,
okay,
and I could always make one and send the character sheet PDF to you, if that's the way you want to do things. Because I have most of the source books.
Yeah.
You didn't hear it, but Tim went, yeah.
Yo. That.
Yeah, you partially caught up. All they heard was the squeaky ah.
Do you have anything in the deep fryer?
In the air fryer, no.
That's what I meant.
I used it to make some of that cheesy bread, which honestly wasn't all. It smelled like garlic. It did not taste like garlic. I am still kind of hungry.
Jeffrey Bezos. Can do
things, but I got the gist of it, but I didn't know what. Like I get it, but I don't know what they are, so I don't. And hit more about them, I suppose.
What?
We wait on, but I appreciate it. Hey, appreciate you. Yeah, Hunter. I as a level 3 bard, I get to gain a proficiency in additional 3 things. Mm-hmm.
Tell you to do that. So like when you get to the third level, where it's
I will go to manage, and then manage characters and level.
choose art.
Yep. So once you scroll down, like I had when I got the last thing I had were these, and then at level 3 I got these. So Bard College, the only one I can do is lore because we don't have any other ones. Expertise, persuasion, and animal handling. Proficiency bonus in perception, performance, and deception. And then cutting words, which I can use one of my bardic inspirations to essentially like.
It happened. That was a thing.
1d6 from whatever number that creature rolled. Yeah, but I have to use one of my bardic inspirations. But I don't get anything else until 14. This is what I get for a bit. Yeah. Is anybody here, Tim or Trevor?
They're still making food.
Okay. I'm trying to think, because, like, currently I can only...
Yeah, it was really nice, actually.
I have these. It is a light weapon.
Yeah.
Which means I get to do my. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Appreciate you. Been real, like, sensory weird today. I was wearing sunglasses the entire way here, and it has been cloudy as hell all day.
So you remember that other pan that had the brownies in it, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah. I took it out and just started eating it like a cookie. Because it's all just one big solid piece.
Living your best life.
Oh, yeah. Tim's playing with the cat in the room.
It's a boy.
Say what?
It's a boy.
Bubble boy.
A boy.
Bubble boy.
But boy.
Bad. Bad.
Huh.
Yeah, I'll drink alone.
Well, with nobody else.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? God, I know.
You know that I drink alone.
I prefer to be by myself.
It's so good.
It's really not.
It is, though, like, in a bad way. See, now I can actually hit all of you without fear of killing you.
Yeah, wasn't all of her hits supposed to be a plus 10? Didn't you say?
What?
Didn't you say, like, her attacks were supposed to be plus 10?
So they delivered it at 6:45.
Exactly. Now it's like, what?
Yay, nay, no, what?
What?
Mm-hmm.
She
Like
used
the damage hits? Like
Yeah.
for hits? Yeah, it's a
Yes.
plus 10 damage.
Yeah, but you were like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Like,
Oh, no, I meant for the snake.
that's, yep.
Dude, this thing
Yes.
is so
That's what I'm talking about.
fucking weird looking.
Yes, no, I'm looking, because, like, yeah, I want this to go on for a second. So, we're going to bulk him up. Great. But then I'm looking at the cards, because, like, Mike gave me a bunch of cards that have all the stats for everything, and I'm looking at it going, that's a lot of damage! Because it's supposed to be 3d6 to a power of 10. And I'm like, that's a lot of fucking damage. That's one bite and you did. So I'm like, we're gonna curb that just a little bit, so we're not dead, we're just dying.
Were we supposed to fight this last session?
What?
Were we supposed to fight this last session?
I mean,
Before I walked out.
possibly.
See,
Yeah.
I saved us because we weren't level 2 for that.
It's fine. We're doing things out of order. What I've been doing is just, like, creating more maps and being like, yeah, we'll do that now. Great.
See, just I gotta follow my gut and it'll lead us in good ways. It's fine.
Maybe.
So far, it hasn't let me down.
We shall see.
That's why I said so far. That says nothing about the future. Fuck you.
Decide.
Yeah,
Honestly-
we all hit pretty well in that
Yes.
fight, too. Like, all, like...
Literally, besides Emron, y'all
yeah.
did fine the whole time. And yes,
And
Verdwald is ridiculously beefy, like, has no minuses in any of your fucking skills. Because I was going through earlier and writing down everybody's, like, proficiencies, so I knew what we could work with, like, in my notes. Great, whatever. And I'm going through, and it's like, yes, everything is either entirely proficient or almost proficient. It's fucking ridiculous.
Expertise in persuasion and animal handling. Nice.
Bards get Jack of all trades, which lets them add half their proficiency bonus to any skill that they aren't proficient in.
How can I up my proficiency bonus, or can I?
It goes up as you level up. So
Got
at
it.
level 3 or 4, or at 4 or 5, excuse
I
me,
saw the message.
it goes
just
to +3, and then around 9 or 10, it goes up to +4, and then 13, it goes up to 5, and then at 17, it goes up to 6.
You are literally stuck because of your own fucking. There you go.
I think this will be a great campaign. I'm sorry. Continue.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Looks at it at like 6:44, and it was like quality check. And I'm like, oh, they're ready at quality check.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
started
my
messaging you,
guard
and as soon as I
check out
hit
2D
send, fucking bell, door ringing, and I was like, what?
Heard the knock, and the bear got up and was like, "Pizza already?"
Not quite.
Oh, it was pizza.
Oh,
It was pizza.
nice.
What you listening to on Spotify there, Tim?
Dungeons and Dragons playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Creates a little bit more of the vibe for me.
I
was playing it where it was slightly loud enough, but then Trevor yelled at me, so I stopped it.
Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's like there's a bunch of things with royalty-free music, and I'm like, well, if I throw that in, that'll probably help. I just didn't have any on deck, so I'm like, well.
I didn't mean to do that.
We do have to keep in mind, Tim, that this is going.
That this is what?
This is going on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you're
Everything?
playing copyrighted music,
it's also not coming through very well, so it's only coming through when he talks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Chris goes
It's very
through
low.
and edits everything, which is why I'm like, if I could find like decent background music that's not copyrighted, and I can just royalty-free it, throw it in the background, much better. Because
I mean, I can find that too. I know what to look for that. There was something here. Time for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's just not for you, cat.
but it could be.
You can be on my lap, but you can't eat my pizza.
Alright, I'm going to go check on the boy.
Why can't I remember?
Guys, he's napping on the porch.
Aww.
Oh yeah. Ah, that's it.
I love him.
There. Now I'm playing copyright-free music.
Gang, gang, motherfucker.
Thank God for Harris Heller. I get another chance to rage now. Yay me!
Yay, you.
Oh,
Would you
it's
pick
gonna
your
be
subclass?
very wild now. What'd you say, Trevor?
What'd you pick for your subclass?
You'll see.
Yeah, we're going to find out. Is it battle raging?
No.
Battle Rager is exclusive to dwarfs.
Well, excuse me.
You're excused.
Yeah, I don't know why, but rules is written. The Forge domain for clerics and the Battle Rage for barbarians is exclusive to dwarfs, and the Blade Singing Wizard subclass is exclusive to elves. Which, I mean, it doesn't make sense to me.
It's like, all right, well, cool.
Odin, my lap is empty. Walk on my lap. Don't walk on the keyboard.
Cats, man.
Come here. He's purring the whole time, too. Like, yeah, I'm doing it good. You dingus.
He dies. Aggressively typing.
What?
Aggressively typing.
Oh, I'm not typing. I was playing with my vape and tapping on the table. Didn't realize you could hear it.
It's not typing.
Yeah, so stop it, Tim. Jeez.
Well, I'm gonna do it more.
Insert scene from the movie Click. My flap, I'll do whatever I want with it.
I once dated a guy that said that the only movie he ever cried to was Click.
That's sad.
Which one was that?
I love that movie, but that's
That
sad.
was John.
I
Fuck
wonder
that
who
guy.
John is.
Right? I think he finally fucking moved out of the area. I fucking hope.
I believe they live in the South, because I'm pretty sure he moved down to Georgia or something, didn't he? Like back home or whatever.
Good.
Good.
Good riddance.
Goodbye. We don't need you here.
We won't miss you.
No, not even a little bit. Him and that fucking nose can leave.
Oh yeah, because my mom was telling me she could finally go back to the barbershop rehearsals because she has like clients or whatever that go do the barbershop singing, and he was always there, and she felt weird.
Honestly, I have too much audacity. I would have kept going and then just like death stared him everywhere. I'm a bitch. I don't care.
Well, honestly, like, it's probably for the best that you weren't living in town when he was following me around then, because...
Oh no, I would have ended him.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh.
You would have gone to jail.
That's not so nice. Don't
Think
follow
I'd
people.
be caught?
Not you.
Underestimate me. You don't have to physically hurt someone to destroy them.
I mean, he's pretty mentally destroyed after I left him anyways. He was atheist up until I left, then he suddenly decided that he was pagan like me and got a huge pagan tattoo right over his heart.
Fucking poser.
Yeah.
I just want people to accept me, man.
Did I tell you about my
actually-
my sister?
Don't think so.
Think so.
So she claims to be pagan. And she'll tell you all this stuff that I just assume she got from some stupid source.
Yep.
But she named her first daughter Sigdrathilla.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. She's a dumb crazy bitch.
I bet any amount of money she claims to have seen it in a vision.
I don't know. I didn't ask. I don't talk to her for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
It's like I got my popularity on TikTok from Witch Talk, and like a lot of people followed me for that, and that's great. But now I'm like, I don't want to make content because you bitches are crazy. Like, not a little bit. Like, I like spiritual people, and I will shoot the shit with them all day, but some of them are unhinged.
Yep.
And I'm just like, I don't have time for any of your shit. I do not. Your gods are not trying to be your partners. They're not. No. I'm so sick of god spousing and shifting. Like, I'm shifting
Oh my God.
planes of reality. I'm gonna go be married to Severus Snape in another reality. I'm like, just stop.
It's called trying really hard to dissociate and maladaptive daydream.
Which is fine. Do
That's,
you, boo-boo?
like,
Like,
If you're
it's
gonna
not a
have
different
coping
reality.
mechanisms, whatever, but don't call it fucking reality shifting. If you're the only one whose reality is being shifted.
Like, it's so insane. And I'm like, bruh, I'm just out here hugging trees and shit. Leave me alone. The original pagans had it correct. You just want to be in solitude, hugging trees, ignoring people. It's like people for a while at the beginning were like trying to recruit me and be like, yeah, we can like get together and have rituals together. I'm like, I would rather die.
I don't want to do this with other people.
I don't want other people around. Are you fucking kidding me? No. No. I don't. No. That's uncomfy. Like, sure, if one of my friends is like, hey, I need you to hex somebody, it's like, all right, boo, I got you. You can watch. But, like, other than that, no. I don't want people all up in my business.
I'm crunching my thirst. Get up on my shit.
Just that off your feet. All right, I'm gonna bring the boy in, and then is everybody back?
Yeah.
Yep.
Love him so much. Yes, I love you. You're so handsome. You go lay down. Right there? Okay. That's fine. Okay. Back at it. So, upon receiving your next step in the quest, do you guys want to head to the crossroads? Or did you have anything else you would like to do in the meantime?
I say the crossroads.
Since I ain't got the cash for anything good.
So say we can
Yeah,
sell off
really.
these wolf pelts.
I'm feeling a little good right
but-
now. Feeling a little funny, but you know what? We're ready to try this out.
Alright, gang. Would you like to walk or would you like to acquire steeds?
Well, how far is it?
It's like a half day's journey on horseback, probably day and a half, 2 days on foot.
Oh, do I have
How much
money
is it for horses?
How much
Yeah.
are the steeds here?
Bet
That's
you
what I'm
have to go
checking. Hang on.
find out.
You offer us up and you don't even know the price.
Well, originally we had said that it was like 2 gold for a horse.
Like to keep?
Well, to rent. Because you could rent steeds and shit. Let's see, how much does it
What if it doesn't come back?
That means
No
your rent is up.
promises. What's the security deposit? It's just like
Yeah,
4
right.
gold.
It automatically returns.
I'll return it. It's not going to be alive.
Just keep that. That's for you. Just keep that.
Just fine. It's fine. Yeah.
I mean, I can get you the semen so you can still breed more.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
Toenails and semen. It's wild.
Man acts like it's, special to know how to jack off a horse. Come on, everybody knows.
but to jack off a dead horse.
Yeah, a dead
Down,
one.
Loki. All right.
Down, Suka.
Horses in Durak, regular steeds, would be 2 gold to rent or 10 gold to buy. War horses, or things that would carry things like a Goliath or a half-orc, would be 3 gold to rent or 12 gold to buy.
Buying that shit right now.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Is there any, goat with a cart option?
Not here, anyway.
All right, cool. I'm walking.
All right.
I'll meet y'all there.
Anybody else? Are you walking? Are you taking horses?
I'm going to let my dice decide.
All right.
1 to 3, I buy. 4 to 6, I walk. Guess I'm buying a horse.
There you go.
All
How
right.
much did you say for the war horse? Because it's going to be the only thing that's going to carry me.
12 gold.
All right, fine.
I mean, that's better than what they're supposed to cost, like 400. So
I know, but
Nothing really matters.
yeah.
I converted all my platinum into gold. I was done fucking.
With all the
with that.
centaur guards, they didn't really need as many horses for the guardsmen anymore, so
Yeah, right?
they just have an excess supply of horses here.
See, then I don't even have to jack it off in case it dies.
But you still can.
But you still can if you really feel like it. Jesus Christ.
Arctic inspiration.
One last one before he
I
goes.
still have that.
That only lasts for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Then never mind.
not.
Or 10 minutes. One of the two.
Let's not.
Let's just absolutely not. Okay. I'm gonna give Emron a horse. Great. Kenneth, are you getting a horse?
If I can ride with somebody. Otherwise, if I need to buy one, I will.
You want to cuddle?
No.
Hey there, lover boys.
Can I make a persuasion check?
Yes.
No.
Please.
No.
What's your AC?
You can't beat it. It's a 48.
Oh, Jesus.
Wouldn't he make a wisdom saving
Wisdom
throw or
saving
something?
throw.
Yeah, I'm not doing
I'm not down for that gay shit, man. Not yet.
He is
anyway.
homophobic.
You said you wanted to ride on somebody's horse. I've got space on my horse.
He does
Alright.
have a big horse.
I bought a horse myself, so if anybody needs a ride,
All right. So does that mean literally? So DeForest is gonna walk.
Forrest, do you want to ride on the back of my horse?
Do you have a regular horse, or do you have a war horse?
Because a regular horse is not gonna be able to carry both of you.
I got
Yeah.
a war horse, so yes. So we could go.
He's feeling gentlemanly.
Well,
Golden Moor.
sure.
All right.
Time to make some quarter orcs.
Jesus Christ.
Tim,
Wait,
do you want to hop on my horse?
Jeans, that'd be quarter elf, quarter orc. Half human?
Potentially.
That's a weird combo. Okay. Usually bards are the reason for half races.
So did Mike buy a horse, or is he
Yes.
renting a horse?
Yes. He go and buy a horse. I'm gonna make him buy a horse. If he's not here, I get to make decisions for him.
Can I say he's walking?
All right, Kenneth.
What?
Whose horse are you getting on?
If none are available, I'm just gonna buy my own.
Okay.
How much
Alright.
is it for a regular horse?
10 gold.
10 gold for a regular horse. Got it.
Yes.
I
Alright.
don't feel like being in charge of taking care of somebody else on my horse.
I offered him a seat.
He said no.
Save that money.
You scared him off.
Alright, everyone has horses. So, going to the edge of town, following the... Jesus Christ. Lovely clip-clops. Following the blood trail out of the city, heading west, and going down. Sir, must you do that right at this moment?
Yes, fuck you.
I'm gonna play with the box right now. Really? Can we not? I don't know, can you guys hear that?
Mm-mm.
So, heading west out of the city as it goes, but eventually you just right yourself to go north. As you're going north, and slightly northeast as you're going. Eventually, after a good several hours, you come to an area that you assume is the crossroads, because the road that was well-worn forks into two.
Yeah,
With a sign. What?
Sorry, the dog tripped on the stairs.
I was gonna say I heard something.
So, if you go to the right, you will go to Letha. If you go to the left, you'll go to Rosevie. But you were told that somewhere around the crossroads, there's remnants of your counterparts in the other party. That's what you're looking for. They have something very important that wasn't specified.
I'm
Yeah.
smart to look for them.
We're looking for the leftover people group.
Yes.
Investigation?
Alright. Roll an investigation check.
Investigate.
Oof.
Investigate.
10.
And
20. Well,
5.
16 plus 4.
Could I attempt to figure out how do I say this?
Think on it. I will give everybody. So, DeForest, did you say 5?
Yep.
Okay. So, between you, Chance, and Verdwald going around, there's not really anything in your orcish sight. You see there's rustles, there's blood splatters across the thing. You're not sure how old they are, you have no idea what direction they're going, but they do exist. Something happened here. Verdwald, same idea. There's blood and a little bit of rustling. And Chance is like, move, rookies. I don't have time for this. Pushes both of your massive bodies out of the way, sticks his face way closer to the ground, and says, they got attacked here, and were dragged east. You can tell, because there's more blood if you just look that way, and there's blood on the trees, and scratches on the tree lines going that way.
There sure are.
to get real close to the bloodstains and go, ah, yes, I see.
You can tell.
And then start walking the other direction.
Because of the way that it is.
Exactly.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Trevor, did you figure out your question?
I gave up on it.
Okay. So, things are heading east. Would you like to go east?
I thought you said Weast.
Only Weast, please.
Only east.
East. Let's go.
All right. So you turn, following Chance, because Chance seems the only one to have a clue around here. Going forward. Just trees. Lots of trees. Make investigation checks, the lot of you.
A lot of us.
I got 15.
15.
14.
14.
11.
I got an 18. I think mine's
18.
highest so far.
Yeah, I got 8.
Excellent. So, now kind of getting a clue. Birdball kind of understands what
Put
to look
it so
for.
rudely.
Indeed. Starts going forward. Sees more scratches in the trees going forward. Emron, who rolled an 18 also, is looking more closer to the ground, seeing that there are definitely drag marks and thrashing drag marks. Something very large was dragging these people in this direction.
It's a puppy. No.
I'm going to use my loot to cast fly on myself and then just kind of float in the direction of the path, but very close to the ground and almost prone.
Okay.
It's like I'm like almost sniffing the ground. I'm just very dramatically following the trail.
All right.
I'm going to step on you.
No, I'm past you. I am well past you.
Going forward, as you float above all of this, getting high enough with your 18, you can see very distinct footprints that are very large.
Nature check.
Go ahead.
I want to use my guidance cantrip on whoever's going to do a nature check.
That would be a 17.
17 plus guidance.
I did not roll a d4. Hold on. That will be 21.
21. And Chance, were you doing it too?
No,
That was
not because I got
Chance,
a
I
nat
saw,
1.
I saw that.
Good thing
It was a nat 1. I get a +4 to everything. And
I got
all my juice on the guy.
yeah.
I also got a 15, I think. Yeah, 15.
What's nature?
So finally, kind of understanding how tracking works, looking for the signs, you're seeing very immediate things. From Verdwald's vantage point,
Which is
looking
2 inches above the ground.
you are levitating 2 inches above.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Gotcha.
prone, like 2 inches above the ground, just like following the track. Very
Right.
dramatic.
From
Yeah,
there,
your
with your
ground vantage
21, you
He's
can
basically
smell
surfing.
the remnants of corpses. It smells horrible, like rotting meat. And from your 21 nature check, you know that this area is filled with hill giants. Hill giants are known to eat everything. Anything they can get their hands on. They're big, they're stupid, they can't be reasoned with, and they are hungry all the time.
So
Let's
it's
see if we can take it.
Based on your perception, that is what you assume happened. And from gathering that information, you are very sure that this hill giant attacked the other party, dragged their still living bodies probably into a cave, and ate them there.
Ooh.
So their stuff should still be with them.
Can I go ahead and start floating upwards as I'm telling this to everybody, and then see if I can get a vantage point?
All right.
Is perception, investigation?
I'd say probably perception, because you're looking for a cave specifically.
That would
With
be
advantage, because you're getting high.
a 18.
Hey, 420!
18.
18's pretty good. So, The general area you guys are standing in now is just a thick, dense forest. But looking off into the distance, maybe another couple 100 feet, say about 200-ish in front of you. If you keep going, you will see it. There is a large rocky structure that you're pretty sure is a cave from where you're looking.
I'm going to go ahead and float back down and be like, this way. And then as I'm just going to float backwards and just kind of continue along the way I knew to go. Like kind of alluring them towards the
Dramatic bitch. All right,
Yeah.
Sounds great. So, coming to this mountain cave, there's a large tree that's overgrown the top of it that kind of... all of the roots create a cool little, like, I don't know, archway-ish that then descends into... not a mountain, but it's a very rocky structure. It looks similar to a mountain, but you have to descend down into it.
My favorite.
Would you like to go in?
I'm gonna
Always.
try and perceive if there's any traps.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
perception?
Are we at the
perception
entrance
check.
to the cave?
I would do an investigation check for that.
Investigation.
I'm gonna
Okay.
start sneaking ahead.
Okay.
Want to
We-
investigate
at-
and
30,
see.
20 on stealth.
I got a
Okay.
4 on investigation.
I got a 15 on investigation and a 23 on stealth.
Alright, so you both rogues are stealthy motherfuckers making your way down. Nobody's seeing you at all.
I'm just gonna grab my axe and just start walking in.
Alright, what order are you going in?
No,
Chance,
and are
Chance
at
made
the
an
front.
investigation check as well.
What?
Chance made an investigation check as well.
Yeah,
What did you get for an investigation check? Sorry?
15.
15.
15.
Oh, yeah.
You going down, this is definitely a hill giant lair. There's blood on every surface. There's scratches from gods know what. It smells atrocious. You're not sure if it's new rot or old rot, but it's carnage and wood and moist air. It just is foul.
Yummy.
Cool.
Alright. If you want to lift the blue panel,
I'm going to start getting angry just from kind of like I'm in my head.
which direction would you like to go?
So can we only go right or left, like from the picture?
You can go left, right, or forward. Forward is a bit difficult because there's rocks, but you can get over them if you would like.
I say, let's go right.
Go right, but when in doubt, go left.
Nah.
Don't go that way. Never go that way.
Yeah, I'll go right. Fuck it. Let's go right.
I'm gonna try and be sneaky.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
Snailth. Make the
Snailth.
snailth. Make the snailth check.
17.
17, alright. For an orc, you're surprisingly light-footed.
Half orc.
I mean, living in nature.
You do get good after a while.
Yeah.
Being a druid.
Get good.
You just get good. Get
Good.
God. Alright, are you all going right? Are you splitting up? What's the plan, guys?
I'm gonna go left, but not like any further than like where Chance is at.
Okay.
You should probably fade out Chance and Ken too. Then.
They also both being stealthy.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed you did that. I was like, okay, there's more of that. There you go. There you go.
Stealth, motherfuckers.
That works. Oh,
That's great.
that's a good way to do that.
Excellent.
I'm not.
Fuck it. I'm also gonna make a stealth check.
Alright.
Oof.
I
Wow.
I thought that was a 1.
thought it was a 1-2 for a second.
It
but
looked like it for a sec.
We don't
That's
talk about this.
Lands on his face.
so. You're a Goliath. This is not great terrain. And so trying to be light on your foot, you just keep kicking rocks, making a good amount of noise.
Am I no longer flying?
Well, I guess then you would make it with advantage. How long can you?
I think it's 10 minutes. Hold on. It's just the spell for fly. Hunter, do you know that offhand? Or not Hunter, Trevor?
What about the spell?
Fly.
I think it's a concentration up to an hour.
Okay. So
okay,
yeah.
so then you would make it, like, you'd be fine.
That's not what I want. 17.
17?
Yep.
Okay. Then yes, you can be stealthy. You're just floating on the top. You don't have to touch any of the blood splatter. You don't have to touch any of the rocks or the strange bone fragments that are all over the place. Alright, which directions are we going?
I'm following Ken.
Alright, going down.
Seeing everybody else go quiet, I guess I'll fucking try being quiet. Nope.
Other one. I'm going right.
Oh, you're talking about Arillo?
Right, but the yellow, that one, yes.
Move your ass. Thank you. Where's Emron going?
Emron's just gonna trail behind. He can't be stealthy because he's in full plate armor. So he's just gonna try and keep a little bit of a distance so in case there is something that they won't hear it as quickly as they see you.
Sounds
Just
good.
keep going.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going down the right path.
Ken's in front of me, isn't he?
Yes.
This is the path here?
No, the path going down.
Yeah, down.
Is what I had imagined.
Path
Sorry.
to the left of Arillo, I assume.
Are you saying this is the path here, love?
Yes.
I don't know if you... Okay. Got it. All right. I didn't know if this was wall or what this was, so...
Yeah.
The darker part is path, the lighter part is just stone. Alright. Going forward. So, Ken is first. Arillo's next. Cool. Alright. Take the red.
Do we want to take off Chance's yellow? Or is he not there yet?
What?
I would say Chance is the area, so if you want to get rid of that one.
So wait, we can go. There's all the way. Oh god, how big is this place?
We don't know.
Oh.
All right. So I think we should stick together somewhat, at least. So, if anything, could I do an acrobatic or whatever to get onto the rocks to the righter path?
Over here?
If you go down, not that one.
The
down
one with the blood splatter?
where everybody else is going, because they're going right down. I'm gonna go on top of that. Yeah.
Sure.
See if I can go on top of that and then get a better vantage point, I guess.
Alright, Lightfoot. Make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatic. 25.
25. Oh, yeah. So just light, and suddenly you're on top of all the rocks. From where you can see, the red is definitely gone.
Alright. Can I see anything in that area? Like, would there be enemies?
Definitely not enemies from where you can see, but it does keep continuing deeper into the mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, where are you going? To 4.
I guess I want to continue up that path that I started on, actually. Just getting to that first intersection and, again, checking for traps. Or anything.
I'm going to move in so that me and Emrod are actually in the dungeon.
Sounds smart.
Alright. So, DeForest, in front of you, that's not a rock structure. You realize it is a pile of garbage from humans and humanoids alike, probably from kills that have just been piling up in this area for a while.
Loot.
Cool.
I'm going to keep moving until I see something of interest.
Is it
Okay.
blocking like the
Kenneth needs to
entire
get out of the way.
passageway?
No, it's just a big pile in the middle of it. You can jump over it because, like, it's not that big, but it is something that's kind of like, Jesus Christ.
Gross.
Is there any? Can I see if there's anything on the other side?
Yeah.
See,
All right, I'll climb up to the top of the. I'll carefully climb up the trash tower to look at the top, at the other side.
Right. I would say make an acrobatics check.
acrobatic.
11.
11. So your feet keep squishing down into God's know what, but you do eventually manage to make it to the other side. Your feet are covered in
Yeah. So what's a
untold horrors.
do you need to investigate or perception check that to see what's over there or what?
Yeah,
would
do I
take
need
the
to?
purple off? You can see from there.
Oh,
What's that?
That's a hole.
that looks like a hole.
It's a big hole.
I think I didn't go super far.
Good thing. Yeah.
You want to try jumping it?
What is it? What's on the other side of the hole? There?
More trash.
And what's on the what's
How
that green
is
thing?
it? Just like a big pile of trash, or
Yes, it is just another big pile of squishy trash.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go back over the other trash and
Okay.
fucking look somewhere else.
All right.
No holes.
I wouldn't. All right. So going back, Chance or Ken, you both are in the front. Have we lost Kenneth yet? Is he asleep?
I was waiting for you to say something.
So
We're
proud
both
of
in
you.
the front.
Yes. So proud of you. All right. You keep going forward.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Take that aqua piece.
Little bloody
Tim
spot.
also said he was just going to keep going forward. I'm going to follow behind Viv. And then I guess Mike is chilling.
So DeForest is going back over the trash pile to meet Verd, who's probably reaching an arm out a little bit to be like, "Here, that looks gross."
Do you see anything? Okay.
Just
And
a
a
hole.
hole and more trash.
I'm gonna back away. Start making my way around the other tunnel.
All right. Emron, seeing that half the people are going that way, is going to go over by Verd. All right.
I'll be following Emron whenever I get the chance.
Okay.
And
Then you are still in front.
Yes.
And
I would like to keep an eye out for traps
Okay.
while we're stealthing through this.
Excellent.
you two are. Tim, not so much.
Let's
Not so much. All right.
I
Going
got
forward, you can
23
definitely
for
see the.
investigation.
Oh yeah. All right. Sounds good. I'll keep that in mind.
For some reason, it will not load my.
Thank you for the Frank cam.
It's beautiful.
We love Frank.
Anyways,
Anyways.
it won't update my damn stat sheet on the app for some reason.
Okay.
So, like, it keeps telling me I'm a level 2 bard.
It's okay. I got your stats written down.
I mean, I can just switch over if need be, but, like, it's like, yeah, let's do it on my phone instead. Nope.
Nope, not today, motherfucker. All right. So you can definitely see the aqua and the orange by now. So the rock structures that you see are ore if you would like to mine them at some point. You could get gold and copper out of them.
Yeah.
There's also crystals, if you would like to get those. But continuing on.
I keep
Alright,
going.
who's looking for traps?
I am.
I am too, I guess. But
Okay.
yeah, so
We'll also look for traps as I'm looking.
It
Alright,
would be
so
if I could get in front of Emron.
I gotta.
I was just saying,
Bird.
Jesus isn't going to do a lot if he's behind me.
Well, I was gonna skip by you, but yeah, since I'm half,
Sneaking on
I could
past
just like
there.
step over your shoulders. No,
Verd, from where you can see now, the blue is definitely visible, and you do see a trap there, which is a giant spider web, which would have caught you if you would not have seen it. But otherwise, you can gingerly walk past it without getting trapped as long as you
Or float.
roll. You could also float past, however, it does
What am I rolling?
for athletics. There we go. Not words. Acrobatics. There we go. The
Acrobatics.
other one.
Come on.
Loading.
Loading.
10.
You said floating what now? I'm sorry.
You can float past as long as you roll well enough in your acrobatics, which would be at advantage because you are floating.
Another one.
Better, not by much.
13.
You do get a couple spider webs on you, but it's not enough to grapple you, so you move past just fine.
Red visible, I'm assuming.
Yes. Keep
I
it
told
moving
what
forward.
the blue ore is before that spiderweb trap.
That is a crystal. A cluster of crystals that is growing into the side of the mountain.
Yoink it.
Yeah, I can I yoink that?
You can
Yoink
drink
that,
that.
right?
Can she just pull it off the wall?
I mean, you probably have to pry it a little bit, but if you
I'll
use
use
your...
my spear.
Yeah, that would probably be easiest. Roll for
Hell yeah.
athletics.
Hmm?
Roll for athletics.
Boom.
Kidding me. 9.
I'd do it with advantage.
Oh, okay.
You get advantage.
12.
12 A++.
Okay.
You get a chunk out of it. The whole thing doesn't come out because you do use a very small surface area, but it comes out all right.
Can I roll to hit it with a hammer?
Sure.
Oh, I crit failed that shit. It's a 7, but I crit failed that shit.
Right, so DeForest gets 2 good chunks of malachite out of it. Malachite's worth about 10 gold pieces per chunk.
Nice.
And Verd being like, oh, I got this, smashes the pieces that are remaining in the wall with his hammers, completely turning them to dust, completely useless.
That's nice.
You tried.
You said I
Anyway,
got 2
continuing
pieces of
forward,
malachite?
2 pieces of malachite.
Okay, cool.
Which way are you guys going?
I'm gonna head to the right.
I'm gonna go to the black crystal and try to yoink that, but I know it's really gonna be hard.
All right. And what would you like to use to pry it out?
I use one of my daggers to pry it out as much as I could. Gently wedge it in there and pry it out. What should I
I would
do?
say, yeah, it would be athletics still.
Athletics. Oh. Alright, 18.
All right.
Oh, darn.
Hold on.
So you get it behind the chunk. You think for a second that it's not going to move, but you manage to wiggle your dagger in just enough to get a piece. You pry it out pretty easily. Let me see, what was that? And what you realize is it's a piece of black amethyst, which is about 100 gold pieces.
Ooh.
But it comes out in one pretty chunk.
But it's worth 100 gold. Should I just do the 100 gold or?
Oh, go to inventory,
sell it.
manage inventory.
Find
And-
amethyst.
Amethyst or black amethyst?
It'd be under amethyst still.
Okay.
Alright, keep going forward.
Yeah, do I need to roll to get past the spider trap, or can I, like, burn it, get rid of it somehow?
Say again?
Can I get rid of the spider, like, obviously it's spider webs.
If you just stick your spear in there and twist it like it's cotton candy.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm
Cool.
just gonna do that.
I wouldn't even make you roll for that. You can do that just fine.
And then you got a torch.
Now I have a sticky spear.
Indeed, you do have a sticky spear.
I'm gonna wave at Orillo.
I'm just gonna follow Chance.
Okay.
I guess I will take a right. Start making my way.
We're just ignoring the other crystals. Alright, cool.
Well,
Is
I'm
the
gonna
green
let.
crystal glowing?
Yes.
I'm going for the green one then. Just
Yeah,
straight.
that's
for
probably
it.
a good idea. I would pry that fucker out.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. Just athletics again.
Yep.
I ain't a strong and
And I guess attempt to
10.
hit my. Oh, go ahead.
10. You get a piece of it off. The whole thing, if it would have come out, it's a pure emerald, which would have been about 1,000 gold pieces.
oh geez.
But you get a good chunk out of it. The rest of it's very much lodged in there. Probably worth about 300 gold pieces.
I'm going to hit around the crystal and see
Okay.
if I can get it to just dislodge.
Alright.
Considering there's a chunk in there.
Alright.
$12.
In theory, it's a good idea. In practicality, it does alright. You do also get a very nice point of one of them. The other ones kind of get wrecked in the debris, but you do get a good chunk of star ruby, which is about 300 gold pieces.
Sorry, what was it?
Star ruby.
Ruby
Ooh.
star.
Sorry.
Keep on keeping on.
Where did Emron go?
He's just following suit.
Did Verd get the whole crystal from the like red ruby one?
I mean, he got what he could. The rest of it kind of pummeled because he was breaking up around.
I'm going back the other way. I'm going back, backtracking,
Okay.
following Nemron again. Yeah.
Alright. Ken can definitely see the yellow by now, and Verd can definitely see the aqua. So this is mud. From the water, you can tell this area is definitely more wet, and so it will be more difficult to walk through.
So, but it's still a part of the room?
It's just deeper into the cave. This part is just wet.
Okay.
But this is all one big room.
Yes, this just keeps going deeper.
Got it. Alrighty, let's trudge on.
Just going like straight here.
Yep.
Is the
Everybody following
skeleton
suit?
next to me anything special?
I'll go stand on the foot next to Ken. Or Chance is gonna go stand on the foot next to Ken. Chance is like, I don't know what's going on, I'm gonna dance.
Ken probably can't see quite that far, but Arillo definitely can from his vantage point, seeing the blue that's in front of him.
I'm gonna go up to the bridge then too, and look and see how far down it is.
Are we making any sort of checks for the mud? Or
You're just gonna be slowed down a little bit, not really inhibiting you. It's just kind of like, fuck, now my feet are wet.
I'm gonna follow suit. Is everybody following suit?
So, like, what's with the big footprints? Like, what do you do again?
The only reason you can tell they're here instead of everywhere else is because this part is wet, so they sink in a lot more.
So it's just imprints.
Yes.
Just the imprints of other people that you see there. Is
I'm
there
gonna-
anything you can investigate in that area, or no?
I mean, if you would like to.
I'm going to step into the water and,
Nope.
just to get the trash off my feet.
That's fair. Chance, did you do an investigation check, or did you not?
Yeah, it was a 6, but
Okay. You're like, these are big feet. It
Yeah,
looks like he was
yes.
running.
Looks like he was using these feet to go places.
You can definitely see the orange by now, especially from
I was
Dvorak's
about to say,
vantage point. It's a deep fucking cavern. Like, there was the hole previously that Dvorak saw. This is a cavern that goes down probably 75, 80 feet. And there's just remnants of people and animals and creatures rotting, some merely bone, some freshly killed, still fleshy.
how does jumping work, Trevor?
Jumping?
Yeah.
It's a number. It kind of depends. Like, there's different calculation for your long jump
Yeah,
versus
it
your standing
depends on-
vertical.
Yeah.
Long jump, running long jump.
Running long jump. I think I don't have the fucking books in front of me.
Because isn't it something like with your movement speed?
That was half.
So it's just a little rickety bridge that we have to pass.
Yes.
Should
That
go
looks
one
sturdy
at
as
a
hell. I
time.
don't know what you're talking about.
No.
I'm gonna go
I am
up
pretty
next to
light-footed. Maybe I
Arillo.
should check it out first. I don't know.
You cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump when you make a standing long jump. You can leap only half that distance. Either way, each foot you clear on the jump costs a foot of movement speed.
So
It's 25 feet across, so
yeah.
You can't make the jump.
instead, you all have to make dex checks to make it across.
Okay,
Dex
so
check and acrobatics. Okay,
It's
I-
fucking,
I'd like to stand up next to the
Can I
do you
bridge.
do dex saving throw, or do you do?
Is it-
throw people?
You know? Yeah, you can eat people.
Who's the lightest?
Who
Emerald.
would
wants to
be-
be yoked?
Emron is not the lightest.
Cameron's
No,
in
'cause he's wearing
full
full
plate
plate.
armor.
If anything, it
I
would
say
be me, but like, I don't
Ken
know.
and Chance are going to be the lightest, but both of us have a good chance of making it across on our own.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
fine at making it. Like, if you're saying do I do a saving
Is it a
throw?
dex check or is it an acrobatics check?
It'd be an acrobatics check, specifically.
Acrobatics check?
But I
Oh, oh,
Oh!
I want to hold on.
no.
Hold on. I want to use my my
got
cantrip guidance on everybody's acrobatics check
You
before
can only
I
use it
go.
on one person at a time. It's concentration.
It's a cantrip. It's at will.
It's still concentration.
It doesn't say concentration.
We're gonna say, fuck it. Do it.
It says it's a
We're
minute.
all going one at a time.
Yeah, it's
so you just
concentration
do it
for a
one
minute.
at us, one of us at a time going across. So just switch
Oh,
off
there it is.
on each person.
I just had to open it. My bad.
Yeah, just switch off on per person
Okay.
going across or something.
okay. So Ken, what did you roll?
I rolled a 17 without guidance.
Yeah.
All right, so he makes it across pretty light on his foot, doing all right.
Whee!
It's a little shaky, but he does okay.
I got a 17 too.
All right, so also
Is it
little
possible to buff
shaky.
myself with guidance?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm doing that instead. Fuck you guys.
Right.
What are you doing?
Buffing myself to get across the gap.
Do I still get guidance?
No.
Oh
No. Oh, okay.
no.
Okay. Am I still flying?
You are still flying.
Well,
rolled
Can I
I-
just fly across?
All right.
Cool.
The red can definitely go away now, since 3 of you are over there.
I'm going to really hope that things go my way, and I'm gonna rage right at the edge of the bridge.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Well, I will do. Actually, I'm gonna do a running long jump while raging. If anything, I get a +2 to strength checks.
Okay.
Hope
Hope that your calves are enough to yeet you across.
So, could I use that as an athletics check?
Yes.
And since I've leveled up, I am now using my rage, which is wild magic, and I get to roll a d8 and see what happens when I rage. And I'm really hoping that I get what I want.
Okay.
But before we do the check, I am going to initiate my rage.
Okay.
Which, let's see what number I get. A 5. Oh, fuck, that's not what I wanted. What does that do? That's not that bad. Okay, whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before your rage ends, which doesn't matter, nothing's attacking you, but I'm going to run and jump.
All right.
Oh my god. But that's 12.
12. Okay.
Does he make it?
He grabs onto the edge, manages to pull himself up.
I was just saying.
Oh, I was gonna say, can I roll a strength check to see if I can help him?
You could definitely help him. He definitely needs it, because holy shit.
I was like, ah!
Strength check?
Yes. Because he's a beefy boy.
21.
Okay, yeah. You pull him up. Actually, I got this. No. He went to go just barely miss, and as a dramatic flair, Verd puts out his arm, grabs his arm, yeets him up. Got him across. Emron is going to cast Bless on himself, because, oof.
Absolutely landed on my ass, by the way.
Bless. This is going to be close. Okay!
Oh, you just
Homeboy goes, oh, this is gonna suck, and just carefully walks across, swaying the whole time. It's twisting, it's turning, it is not good, and at the end, one of the beams goes to break, and he yeets himself across, but does make it.
I rolled an acrobatics before, and I rolled a natural 20. But
Okay.
I
So-
have guidance, so, you know.
DeForest, everyone's like, oh shit, like, we've made too many close calls, this is not gonna end well. And again, surprisingly light on your feet. Your balance is incredible. And you just kind of walk across, barely swaying the bridge, and everyone just kind of looks at you in awe as if physics don't apply. You all successfully make it, and then the blue goes away. Fuck up. And everybody roll initiative.
Hooray! Oh, cool. I
Cool.
rolled another nat 1.
Nice!
Alright. So I got 5.
I rolled.
Oh, DeForest.
I feel like I'm wasting my natural 20s. I got a 23, though.
Okay.
22.
I got a 19.
13.
I'm
Who am I
just
missing?
watching them back. Just trying to keep an eye on everybody.
Who am I missing?
I'm going to shift everybody into a square so it makes
Makes sense.
sense movement
All
speed.
right, and he is.
Gotcha.
All right, so we're starting with DeForest.
You could probably put me next to Emron. Probably where I'd be. I'm going to. What do I have? I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, 90 feet. Yeah. Cast Entangle.
All right.
Do I just click the cast button on the spell?
You rolled a hit plus the number that's next to this.
Okay.
Well,
What
you
do I roll
cast
to
it.
hit?
So, are you on the website?
Yes.
Okay, here, hold on. So, here, let me just go to my spells quick. So, this one, well, none of these have, they have a hit DC. Do you have, a hit DC here?
Or Entangle? Yeah, it's Strength 13.
Can you move up your way, please? Thank you.
So, is it, does
It's
she
a
roll to
strength
see if it hits?
No, she
enemy
casts a
has-
spell, and the creature has to roll a strength saving throw to see if they can prevent themselves becoming entangled.
He is not. He's grappled. So these vines come out of nowhere as DeForest sticks out their arms, facing in the direction of the fiend. And you'd think that vines shouldn't be able to penetrate this deep into rock, but alas, they do. Grabbing
But alas,
his arms and his legs, prying his apart, all of his limbs stretched out. Definitely vulnerable. Is that it?
There's also a 20-foot square around him, I think, that becomes difficult terrain.
Okay. Alright, so we'll do that. Okay, next is Verdwald.
Well, let's see here. Sorry, looking through my shit here. Guess I will cast Vicious Mockery
Okay.
and also kind of just scooch a little closer, probably like.
Alright.
It is a Wisdom saving throw of 13 or more. Does he save?
He does save.
Yeah. I guess that will be. Well, I'll use my bonus action, Bardic Inspiration, on. I think. Wasn't it Arillo was next? Who rolled?
Kenneth will be next, then Arillo.
Bardic Inspiration on Kenneth.
Ooh.
Okay.
That'll be it.
Alright. Kenneth, you are next.
I am next. I'm going to. I'm gonna run up to the. The bottom, behind the crystal, and hide behind it.
there you go.
I rolled a 15 for stealth.
So yeah, he's kind of preoccupied, paying attention to all the vines that have encased his humble abode. Does not notice it. Alright. Arillo, you are next.
I don't think I would still be raging, would I?
If you didn't take damage the last round,
Or do
You hit your knee really hard on the edge of the cliff, remember?
You
One
stab
point of
yourself?
damage.
I'm
stab
not-
yourself to keep it going.
you can't stab yourself to keep it going.
No?
No.
Yeah.
He hurt his knee really bad when he slammed into the
Well,
side of the
he's got
cliff.
2 rages, right? He's
I have
gonna-
3,
Yes.
so I can rage again, which I actually am gonna do then because I'm assuming I just didn't rage. So, or I'm not sustaining it last time. So I'm raging again, which means I get to roll another d8. That's the same thing. Okay. So for you, Taylor, whenever a creature hits you with an attack roll before your rage ends, that creature takes a d6 of force damage as magic lashes out and retribution.
Okay.
Is that your action to rage?
It is
Bonus
my
action.
bonus action.
Ah.
So I am going to run up and hit this motherfucker with my axe.
All right.
Any checks
That
for
is
the vines?
No, it's rough terrain, so you can go like half your normal, distance. Basically.
But you're pretty close, so you're doing all right.
But that's a
He has
natural
to use
20 for
all
a
of his
28.
movement to get there.
Natural 20 for a 28? God damn.
Slashing damage of 19 then for rage damage as well, I think. Because did it include my...
Well, you rolled a...
If you
What?
hit a nat 20, don't you get like a crit, which is like another something?
Why is there...
He doesn't have brutal critical yet.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So is it that 2 included with it, or what is that?
So however Taylor wants to rule it, but on crits you double the die.
Yeah.
Okay, so then...
So you would roll 2d12s plus your strength mod.
All right, well, then I'm going to roll a d12 again. That's a 12.
Okay.
So plus my strength again. Or no, just the one time. Sorry, yeah, okay. So 12, 21, 27, 29 because of my rage. Plus 2. So
Where are you getting these numbers from, Tim?
because isn't the Great Axe, which was the first... I'm so confused.
You have one attack,
Yes.
which is the d12.
Yes.
You rolled that twice. The first one, it looked like you got a 2.
I don't even roll. I don't know what that was. I don't know where that came from.
Oh, that wasn't you. Okay. Hold on, let me get
I don't know why it rolled
log.
that. Because that one didn't even do anything. That was just like a D12.
Did you just
When I-
roll
when I
another
clicked on
d12?